Uh, Dang, this camera's like. Maybe I should get a better camera. But I mean, I've had this camera for 7 years, maybe. Yeah, I'm not good. I'm not like quick on math, so probably like 7 years. So maybe you are going through something, right? Maybe it kind of feels like everything's crumbling, the world's going down, and all this, and you really don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. And I've been there. I've done that. I've been in a lot of places I wish I wasn't, but you know, you can't really tell when you watch me play games and all that, and you hang out with me, you walk around, you can't really tell the stories I have to tell and the experiences I have and then the knowledge I know from all this stuff. But it's a pretty good amount. I like to think that, or I like to call myself a very complex thinker. I think like just I don't think normally. And that's why I kind of wanted to start this and get into this so you can come and see how I think. And I'm not too good at talking to a screen. I'm not really that good at it, but I'm trying my best right now because, some people might need to hear this. But for starters, God bless to anybody that really needs to hear that. The dawn is breaking. All right. I'm gonna start off by explaining my past month. Okay, you get into it. A few things happen. Whatever. You know, um, I've had a little bit of problems at the end of May. In my head, I really didn't know how I was gonna come back from everything that happened, and I'm not gonna really get into the details just to protect, you know, both stories. Everyone has their story. For me, my story was the correct story. It is the correct story for me because it's really the only one that makes sense to me, of course. Uh, the other side of the story didn't want to talk about the reasons with me, so, but, you know what? I actually have the perfect thing. This is actually perfect. So, this is a journal that I got at the end of April. Or was it May? At the end of May. This is the journal I got at the end of May. So, I figured I show you it a little bit, read a little bit, so you could kind of see inside of my mind a little bit. This is just me writing down, what I was feeling, going through this process of healing after everything that happened in the past 2 months, right? The month of June was just a whole month of self-reflection and focusing on myself, and that's what brings me here now. I took a month off from life. I took a month off from everything, and it might have upset some people that, I was just by myself all the time and doing nothing and just going to the gym and cooking all day, and that's all I did. But I really needed to do that for myself, and this journal kind of has written down all the things I would do and the things I feel. So I'm gonna try to summarize some of it so you could see firsthand inside of my mind when I was going through this healing process of losing someone that you wouldn't want to lose. So let's see, I got right here May 30. I know I will be okay right now. I just don't understand how someone says they love you and the next moment they don't care about you. They are off somewhere not caring about what you had. I'm not sure how to focus on myself or be alone, but that's where my focus will go from now on. I put all effort possible into her. At first it seemed like she was putting in the effort too, but for some reason yesterday seemed off, and then I went. Yesterday seemed off. I'm gonna skim it a little bit, see what I can and can't say, because there's a little bit of details in here that I'm trying to keep private, just to protect both of us, I guess. Not really protect me, it's just my feelings. I'm already reading how I felt. I just don't want to put anybody down. That's not how my heart works. And I'm sure they are an amazing person, but we just together we didn't mix. And sometimes that happens. That doesn't mean someone's a bad person. So that's why I'm not going to get into detail on everything, because I don't want people seeing this person as a bad person. Okay? So I got you. Let me see. Okay, so what I can put into words is how I felt from what happened in this moment. Basically I felt something was off, and then something ended up happening. I guess I just felt betrayed. I felt betrayed, and what's the word I want to use for that? Betrayed and neglected, I want to say. I felt kicked out. Just randomly, it's kind of like a thing where yesterday sunshine and rainbows, the next day the world's upside down. You're in the upside down, like, I don't know. Yeah, but I'll find some other things I can read, because I have pages and pages, and this is only like a week's worth of writing, but it's a lot. Because after a while I did stop writing, because I didn't feel the need to anymore. I once wrote all the time to feel like nothing was missing inside of me, but then I eventually healed from that. Eventually healed from that. I do have a page that is recent. Not sure if I'm gonna read that or not, but we will see. So my routine was, and I have my routine written down here. I write down everything I did in the morning. So my routine was wake up around 8 to 9, whatever. Sometimes it'd be 7, but this day it was I woke up at 9:30. I had a glass of water, made my bed. I walked to the park. I played some tennis. I walked back home, took a cold shower, cooked breakfast, organized my desk, started writing in the journal, and then just took care of what I needed to take care of for the day. Says, today, I think I'm feeling a little better about everything. I've started to accept that the version of her I miss was not the version I had to leave. It hurt when it felt like she did not care about everything. She even told me she didn't want me anymore, and that hurt. I wish it didn't have to end. I wish she didn't change. I wish she was the one. I'm trying so hard to focus on my relationship with God and with myself. I'm trying so hard to stop thinking of her all day. I'm trying so hard to leave the memories in the past. I realize I am physically better without her. While I was with her, I started to lose myself, and she became my entire life, all my time, all my thinking. And I gained significant weight, about 20 pounds, during our time together. I don't blame her for any of that. I don't hold her responsible for me losing myself. I blame myself. I thought I was ready, but after the breakup, I realized I never took the time to find myself, to build myself. Because of that, I let the relationship consume me and consume my life. Okay. So, those are the first 2 days, of the healing process, First day, sucked, painful. Second day, I started to understand it better, but it still hurt. Alright, ready? This is day 3. Earlier this morning was going very well. After I got home from helping a friend, my mind started to get out of control, and it still is out of control currently. I wish I could be happy and excited like I was this morning, but I can't stop getting these moments of pain being away from her. I know it's over for good, so I'm not sure why part of me wants to believe that we will get back together and we'll be okay again. Even though I feel this way, I really don't want her back in my life. She already proved to me why she doesn't deserve to be in my life. And I feel like I do deserve better. Of course, I was on TikTok watching her reposts, and it seemed to be talking about other guys already, and it's only been 2 days. It showed me how meaningless our relationship was to her. It felt like she was already out looking for somebody else. So, okay. It's a lot, it's a lot. Okay? And I feel like there's might be a small chance, just a teeny little bit possibility I might have said too much, but you can't take back what you said, and I don't mean any harm by this. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. I'm very sorry if I said too much, but don't worry, nobody will ever know anything about you besides my close friends, but they're not gonna say anything either. All right, let me see if I'm gonna look for one more recently. Okay, so this is the most recent page I have. I have not written my thoughts for a while now. No particular reason, but today I feel I should write and see where it goes. I've been doing good physically and mentally. I've started a YouTube channel which is not doing too great yet, but I just started and patience is key. There's a 1% chance I can make a living off my channel, but I need to flip the 1 into 100 because I need this to be my job. It's not about being lazy or skipping a 9 to 5. It's about building a platform, a place for the younger generation to go and learn and be entertained. I want to be able to mentor and spread my beliefs and knowledge to someone it may help. I want to be the guy people watch for comfort and for motivation. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. So, enough of the journal. Now it's just going to be me and this guy talking to you guys. So let's talk about this. So of course, here in the journal and all that, it tells you little details on why I had to start healing, and kind of just a little bit at the beginning on how I decided to go about it, but I'm gonna get into it more. So when I was in this relationship, and this is all gonna be talking about me. I'm just gonna talk about me, completely about me, not about anybody else, not right now. So basically, in that relationship, it wasn't too long, but just a very quick connection. Everything moved really fast, and in that time, what kind of guy was I? I was kind of, let me give you everything, let me give you the world type of guy, I would do anything for you, and you could count on me to always wake up, say good morning, to call you in the morning or whatever. I'll always be there, never leave you alone, never put you in a position where you have to overthink about things, and I'll always reassure you. That was kind of who I was. I'm definitely different. I'm a different guy now. Not super different from all what I just talked about, but like the things I do on my free time, just the way I think, the things I talk about, that's what makes me different. The day one, I would get up, day one after the breakup, I would get up, go on a walk, try to clear my head. I would listen to some new music, podcasts, motivational speeches. Gotta love all that. But I did find this one band that I would listen to every day, and I still listen to every day. And I love this band. I love this band so much. The band name is Sleep Token. I say check it out. Go check it out. It's really cool. It's really nice. They're really great. The drummer's insane. And the vocals on the tracks, man, it's just the cherry on top. Like, I love that band. Everyone deserves to have the joy of listening to Sleep Token. But yeah, they got me through a lot of it. I would go on a walk to the park every morning. It's probably like a 10-15 minute walk. Every morning I'll go walk there, listen to Sleep Token, go play some tennis, like on the racquetball court by myself for 30 minutes, go home, do that every day. I did that for about 2 weeks. I haven't done it in a while, but I feel like I should start doing a little bit in the morning again, like start walking or something. I guess I just it wasn't really a fitness thing. It was a way to clear my mind, and my mind's 100% right now. So, you know, everything about me is 100%. You know, life could not be going better right now. Well, it could be if I draw on an audience from these podcasts, and I do end up helping people with their issues, or with their problems, whatever you want to call it. But if I could start using this channel to help everybody, anybody, then life would be amazing. You know, life could not get better at that point. But, you know, I'm just gonna keep it up, keep at it, make these videos for people that do come in and do want to see this, even if it's just one person, even if it's just 100 people. You know, I just want to be there, and I want someone to be able to count on me to be there to help. So, you know, if you're here listening right now, I love you. I don't have to know you to love you. Just know that you being on this video already is just enough love for me. But you could always reach out to me. I have social media. It's all the same as my YouTube name. You could reach out in the comments. I will read those. Don't worry, the video is not over. I'm just making, you know, I'm just saying this before I forget. But so you ever just start realizing what just happened, and then it's like you kind of just want to go and just go lay in your bed and maybe cry or listen to some sad songs, or you just got that pain in your chest, that nauseous feeling in your stomach, and you don't even want to move. You want the world to stop for you, and you don't, you know, you just don't know what the heck to do, you know? I've gotten that feeling multiple different ways, different times, from different people. But I'm sitting here with a smile on my face, with my dimples back, and I'm here to tell you that feeling is very, very temporary. Like, I swear, like, if you cut out the sad songs, or at least listen to really good sad songs, like some Sleep Token type of songs, you know what I'm saying? But if you cut out, like, stop looking at their social media posts, stop thinking, oh, I want to go text them, stop thinking about the past, stop thinking about the memories, don't look at pictures of them, don't look at pictures of you with them, and I promise that feeling's gonna go away, or at least start getting better within 2-3 weeks. Maybe if you're like me, it started getting better in a week, and that's because you just hard cut everything out, act like it never happened, they were never there. If, you know, if it takes you a while to heal from that, if you're sitting there months later and you're still crying over them, you're still hurting over them, maybe there's something that I said just now that you haven't done. Maybe you still look at their social medias, maybe you still look at their reposts, maybe you still have pictures of them. You gotta get rid of all that, and I'm telling you, everything, you know, everything's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I'm not trying to call nobody out or anything, but if you're watching this, you know who you are. If you're watching this, I do see you check my TikTok every day. I'm just saying, I see you check my TikTok every day. And I mean, I don't know what to say, because it's like someone tries to get away from you, and then they're the ones that can't stop looking at you every day. So it's like, dude, is everything okay? Like, yeah, but I will be making another video on some more information, some more topics soon. You know, some more of kind of how my mind works and stuff. This was just a little bit, just like a kind of like an intro of what recently happened to me. I want y'all to have a great day. Subscribe, you know, just so you can keep up with these new videos coming. And stay blessed. And I'm gonna link some Instagram, or, you know, some other pages maybe to reach out to me. Most likely gonna be Instagram, but I guess you'll see when the video comes out, so check the description. God bless.